Good morning, beautiful people. It is Joel McElhaney coming to you live. This is Monday Morning Coffees with Joel. Today we're going to talk about, it's always my favorite day when we talk about the stats, the New Brunswick Real Estate Association, association with the Canadian Real Estate Association, each month releases all of the statistics regarding what happened the previous month in real estate. And that is really important for us to know so that we see what's happening and what the trends are. So grab your coffee and let's talk numbers. So the St. John Real Estate Board said home sales and new listings were below average in July. So the number of homes sold in the month of July totaled 187 units, and this was down sharply by 16.9%. That's almost 17% from this time or July last year. And home sales were 24.7 below the 5-year average and 19.6 below the 10-year average for July. On a year-to-date basis, total homes sold is 1,108 units for the first 7 months of the year. And this is a substantial decrease of 28.4 from the same period last year. So I always like to quote what our board president has to say. And he says, sales declined from the same period last year and are currently trending below the historical average for this month, making it the lowest July total since 2012. That's Kevin Donovan, president of the Real Estate Board. He also goes on to say new listings, which have been steadily increasing each month for the past few months, recorded the first month-over-month decline. Although active listings have shown a consistent growth for the past 6 months, they remain lower than at the end of July 2022. And the benchmark price decreased from the same period last year, but has recorded a notable increase from the end of 2022, and it continues upward for the 7th consecutive month. So the market balance in July remained relatively stable, continuing to favor sellers. So yes, we are still in a seller's market. We are still seeing multiple offers. I talked last week about how often that's happening. When I analyzed the data of the last 30 days, it looked like we were about 2/3 of the time we're in a multiple offer situation, but there is that 33% of homes that aren't. So it's an advantage if you're looking. Let's try to find those houses that are not getting into multiple offers. Let's talk about average price. The average price of homes sold in July was $330,281, which is a gain of 18.9% from last year. And a comprehensive, this is the number to really watch. It's the comprehensive year-to-date average price is $302,865, increasing 1.9% from the first 7 months of 2022. So the number of listings, and other thing I like to look at, was down sharply by 10.9% from last year. There were 278 new residential listings in July, and this is the lowest number of new listings added in the month of July in more than 15 years. So that's what's driving this market. It is the low supply, high demand, keeping the price elevated. So active residential units totaled 589 units on the market at the end of July. That is a substantial decrease of 13% from the end of July last year. So the active inventory or active listings hasn't been this low in the month of July in more than 2 decades. So that is what's going on. One other thing to note is the months of inventory is up 3.1, which means that properties are sitting a little bit longer. So that means if we were to not add any new listings, every listing that's on the system would sell in 3.1, basically 3 months. So that's up a bit because it's been trending below 2 months for quite some time. So overall, still good demand, low supply. We are showing some signs of things sitting a bit longer, but there are certain locations in certain price points, we call it the missing middle, that is highly competitive still. and we're still seeing multiple offers. So it's so important that you hire a real estate person that you can trust and that you like working with, because navigating this market is very challenging, but we are here to help. So give me a call if you need any help or have any questions. I'd be happy to assist. Thanks, and keep being awesome until I see you next week. Bye-bye.